welcome to the Green and Gold Gridiron Show. I'm Margot Morin.
And I'm Chris Sheets from Kassian Country 103.9. Well, Labor Day games are behind us, so the Stamps games. It's now time to look forward to the home stretch and the rest of the season. Of course, looking forward to the rest of the season and the show today.
We do have an excellent show lined up for you today, and we're starting it all off with the Esks Football 101 instructor and alumni member Tom Richards.
Where do I start? You know, sort of a local kid, done good, and was very blessed. I never thought I'd play professional football. I tried out at a Strathcona composite for the University of Alberta and got cut, which was very disappointing. It was one of the first teams I'd ever been cut from, but I certainly had no illusion or delusion that I was going to play professional football. When I got drafted by Edmonton, it was a surprise. I was actually vacationing in Ontario and read it in the newspaper. But it was nice to know that it would be a local shot. I vibrated the whole game, including after. It was such a thrill, and the excitement and the chills that were running up and down my spine when they played the national anthem. It's a feeling I'll never forget. Every now and then I'll catch on TV, I'll catch the face of a young fella with the anthem playing, and it really takes me back. The atmosphere was just, I mean, it's hard to replicate that in any artificial sense. It really is. Unless it's a Grey Cup game, you're just not going to see that electricity. It was incredibly devastating. We were thoroughly throttled, frankly, by Hamilton, and it almost felt like you didn't play the game. There was so much more you wanted to show. So the next season, going into the game, was a bit of a different focus, where it wasn't so electric and so new anymore. It was, we got to get a job done here. You know, I don't remember the automatic winders and the cameras and all the other fuss. It was purely a focus on the game. It was pretty darn special when Jerry Cora kicked that field goal. Again, all I'm thinking about is how much time is on the clock, what my next job is, which was running down to cover the kickoff. And that's all we were thinking about, is just to get it done, go right to the end and get the job done. And yeah, the euphoria after that, it was a whole lot better after party, let me tell you. I was working while I played, and we were fortunate back in the old days where practices started at 4 o'clock, so I could go. I was working for Canadian Western Bank at the time. I was very grateful for Canadian Western to give me the opportunity of working, because it was a little difficult if we played in Toronto on a Wednesday. We'd fly out Tuesday and back on Thursday, so that'd be a pretty short week for me. I've been an investment advisor here with TD now for over 13 years, and it's a 24-hour business, and it's just a lot of keeping track of what's going on, making sure that your clients are well taken care of and looked after, and are given any opportunity that presents itself throughout the day. So it's I love it. It's really hard to get bored in what I do, because the world changes so fast and so frequently that it keeps me engaged.
You know, Margot, Tom was a pretty good kick returner, but he lost his job to some guy named Henry Williams.
You mean Gizmo, right?
Gizmo! Sorry, the memories, I just can't shake it. Anyway, Patrick Kabongo, how well does he draw? We're going to find out right now in Draw Play.
All right, we're back with another fantastic edition of Draw Play here on the Gridiron Show. I'm Dave Jamieson, and with me today is a large man, and he's got a Sharpie, and I'm going to hand him cards, and he's going to draw, and his name is?
Patrick Kabongo.
Patrick, let's get after it. You know what to do. I'm going to hand you the card. Go. Big man who's a big artist.
Can't see.
Can't see. You got to let the guy see the board there, big man.
What is that? I don't even know what that is.
The mountain range.
What could that be?
Afro.
Give us some more.
Next card. That's the first time someone's waved off in this game.
Pass.
More pizza. Deep crust pizza.
Rake. Yes!
Well done. Time is up. Thank you, Patrick, for playing Draw Play.
Thank you very much.
Well, Patrick is not the best drawer, not great with a pencil, but are you going to tell him that?
No.
I didn't think so, me neither.
So up next in Out of Bounds, we're getting to know an unknown Eskimo. All I'm going to tell you about him is that his nickname is Chappie.
Chappie?
This is my 12th year of being a chaplain of the Edmonton Eskimo Football Club. That's just amazing. And this year, I think I've had fun every year, and it seems to be getting, I don't know, I'm just having more and more fun. And this year seems to be the best so far, year 12. Chaplain, you're kind of like a life coach really for players, for young players. And you're just trying to help guys figure out stuff away from the field primarily. I mean, a question I get asked often as well, you know, do you help them with their football directly? Obviously not. I mean, they've got, I mean, Coach Kavis and his staff, those guys work hard, they're smart, they break film down, they know what they're doing, they're coaches. And I kind of am there to come alongside players really to help them with life primarily off the field. And sometimes you're a little bit, not as a buffer, but you're an agent to help bring some of the players, maybe their friendships, together a little better. So, you know, friendships would be one thing, obviously, that, you know, that distills down into maybe families. So you're trying to bring some strategies there for them, for those relationships to work better. And then in the community as well, where you're looking at helping guys maybe participate more in the community. You know, by and large, it's pretty good. The Eskimos do a phenomenal job of that, but occasionally we would do or help guys get into situations or places that would be more challenging to do that with young offenders. That was one a few years ago. We had a player who had a desire for that, and we were able to plug him into the community, and it was very beneficial for the community to have him involved. He'd grown up in a fairly rough upbringing, was able to bring some of his experience to bear with the young offenders. The grid I come through is a Jesus Bible grid, and not all players are coming from that same sort of vantage point. Even if they are Muslim, or if they are, you know, coming out of maybe a little more of a Buddhist sort of paradigm, that doesn't seem to be an issue. And there's other guys that just say, oh, that's just not for me. You know, a couple of my very good friends over the years, players, are people who maybe aren't really into that spiritual component, but we've become really good friends, and they're you know, we still talk, we communicate, we might send emails or text back and forth, and that's been probably one of the you know, best things about being a chaplain, is just the friendships that you would make with the players.
Remember to tune in next week in Out of Bounds as we chat with Chappie about his other job off the field as a physiotherapist.
Yeah, and not that Morley, Scott, and I are getting to that age, but both of us have physiotherapists on retainer. It's getting to that point in our lives. Let's check out what's happening out in the Eskimo world with Morley's Minute.
Well, big news for the Eskimos as far as the roster goes this week. Mark Restelli is back in town. Mark, first off, what's it like to come back into this room?
You know, it's nice. You know, I gotta say, I love the atmosphere. I love the players. The bunch of good guys that love to play. So, you know, it's definitely different. I feel like it's a team. You know.
A lot of new faces too.
Definitely. I've been meeting guys. You know, I've been watching film. I've been seeing guys play. They've been playing well. So, you know, it's going to be fun meeting with all these new guys. You know, learning the new names, seeing the new characters and stuff, because every team's got characters.
Tell me about the NFL experience in Miami for you.
You know, it was fun. It was definitely a learning experience. You know, I definitely could see talent level isn't much different. You know, it's just players in different situations, players that are suited more for that. It's a totally different game up here, you know, more passing, that type of stuff. They definitely have the, you know, more of a run aspect down there, but it's literally just players suited better for certain positions. You know, but as far as mentally, I got to, you know, I was used in a different way down there, so got to learn a new position, got to learn sophisticated defense. I feel as a football player that I got a lot more knowledge. So,
were you keeping track of the Eskimos while you were there?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, you know, I kept track. I saw the 5-0 open. You know, I was just, wow, they were doing great. and then I was managed to catch a few games, some of the games that were on ESPN and some of the games that were on NFL Network, but I didn't catch them all. You know, I didn't, but I did see they were doing well.
Are you you're ready to go on Friday night if called upon?
Yeah, you know, I'm hoping they have a plan for me. We'll see. Not quite sure where they're going to have me at, but definitely.
Right. Mark Restelli, welcome back.
Cool, thank you.
Well, that does it for today's show, but remember you can tune in every Wednesday starting at 4:30 p.m. on Shaw TV Channel 10. Of course, you can always check us out at esks.com and shawtv.com.
Absolutely. And of course, the Eskimos will be in action Friday, September 16th, 5:30 as they take on the Oski Wee Wee Oski Wow Wows, or is it, what is a Oski Wee Wee anyway? Do you know?
No.
Hamilton Ticats. You can listen to the game live on the Voice of the Eskimos, 6:30 CHED, or check your Shaw HD listings. But until next time,
go Esko!
What is an Oski Wee Wee?
Freaky one.
Which one starts me? All right, well, we just saw Patrick Kabongo is not the best drawer in the world, but are you going to tell him?
No.
Neither am I.
No. Sorry. Yeah, okay, let's do that again.
All right.
No.